What's good, leaders? Welcome back to another episode of Neuro Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Kyrie Green, and today we got a very special guest with us, man. My brother, man. Appreciate you for coming out, being on the platform. Let them know who you are, what you do, man.
My name is Risan. I make beats. Producer from Southwest Philly.
We got one of the beats on right now, some heat. Even before this, when I walked in this joint, you was cooking up some fire, man.
Yeah, just trying to make it.
Yeah, I feel. Listen,
working every day, nonstop.
I feel you. That's what we all doing, man. So how you holding up, man? How you been?
Chilling, bro. I can't complain. Family good.
Yeah.
Everything. How you?
Man, I'm good, man. Working nonstop, working, school, just taking things day by day. That's it. All we can do. So like, what got you into making beats?
Man, that shit funny because when I was younger, my brother, his name Brahim, but he go by B Jones Beats and shit. He was making beats back in my mom's crib. I'm a buck when he making these Jones, So I always seen him make them Jones. I'm like, damn, like. So I tried one day. Well, actually, let's reverse a little bit. He was making them, and then my right hand, my cousin Molly Raw, he started making Jones and shit. Coming to my crib, watching him, and then that was his aspiration. So that's what he did. That's what he started doing. Once he started doing it, I'm in the crib for.
Yeah, bro. Listen.
I'm in the crib messing around and all that. So I'm like, let me try. I started doing it. I was ass though, bro. I'm in that joint. I'm doing like little party beats and all that. Bro, them Jones ain't. I'm like, nah, this ain't it.
And it's crazy because the party beats is what's going crazy right now. That's something that a lot of people like. They jumping on the party beats. It seems like everybody like getting on that wave now.
Yeah, they is. They got the ball right now.
Yeah,
they got the ball. You had Nicki do a joint, you had Uzi do a joint, you got two rare and them, they snapping.
Yeah, they snapping on that badly. They snapping.
Or Miz and all, they putting
and
on
AJ,
late Banks. Late
crazy.
Banks on a whole nother level right now.
What? I just saw a clip of Miz and AJ performing on stage, performing their song, and it's crazy just to be able to see like individuals like that and their growth. Come from your city, from where they started to where they are now. Like it's crazy. They done took off with the party beats, and they found their lane. What got them rolling? They just stuck with it, and now they going crazy. Right. They just keep going.
Yeah.
So going back to growing up and being around individuals who are making beats, like you still with these individuals now today. How have being around these individuals? How have they helped you today? Like learning from them, and just picking back off of each other.
Well, shit. The best way I can put it is like, I always sit back and I watch. So it's like, I've been around it for, I don't even know how many years now. So it's like now that I'm actually doing it myself, like now that I really gained the interest to do it, and like I'm really on it. It's like, shit. You got Maul. He helped me all the time. Me and him got a 1,000 beats together.
Mm-hmm.
Like I started from going to his crib. I started again from going to his crib, and actually I was out there on some bullshit. We just locked in one day, and I'm just like, damn. After that, I called him. I'm like, damn, this shit kind of easy. And now it's like, how can I put it? Like he helped me with every step of the way. Like if I mess up on something, I call him, yo, how you do this, how you do that? He'll tell me. Or we together so much, he always correcting my mistakes. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know.
Y'all go off each other. It's y'all there to help each other.
Facts.
Feed off of each other to produce a masterpiece. And it's crazy. I really want to get into this beats thing because I believe it's an art to everything. It's crazy how with artists, before artists is even able to get on a beat that everybody hears, somebody like you and Ma, y'all sitting in the studio for who knows how long producing these beats.
Right.
I want to talk about talk about your creative process when you just walk into the studio and you're like, man, I know I want to create a beat. Talk about your creative process.
all start from like when I first walk into the studio, I gotta play beats to like even get into a rhythm to even create something. You see what I'm saying? Like even if it's not even hearing beats, I gotta go back and hear like my favorite song that's out right now, or I go back and listen to some. It don't matter. I just turn on something to try to get me going. You see what I'm saying? So like once I'm real versatile, so I can do any kind of beat, bro. I got stuff from hip hop to pop to R&B. You know what I mean? R&B, that's my twist right there. I ain't gonna lie, R&B my twist. So it's like every lane that you could think of. You see what I'm saying? So I just come in the studio, and I might not listen to a pop song, but somebody might send me something that got something to do with pop, and then I just load it up, and I'm getting right to it. You know what I mean? And then I don't like to be stuck in one box, so if I come in the studio and I'm doing 3 rap joints, I might end up finishing my night off with like another 2 or 3 R&B type joints.
And switch it up, get a different feel for everything.
Facts.
So for like for a producer that's maybe you know just getting started and trying to figure out, you know, maybe some software, some things that they can use to help them produce these beats. What's like some good software that you could recommend to them so that they'd be able to get the job done?
Bro, it don't take a rocket science, bro. You can go get the cheapest laptop you can, you know what I mean? Download FL Studio and just hit the ground running, bro. You know what I mean? Hit the ground running. You know what I mean? Even I'm all for giving people opportunities too. Shit, I'm still trying to get opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody wanna reach out to me and ask me how to do certain things, I give them all the sauce that I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't gatekeep, so
if you had to go back with all the knowledge that you have now and start over. You had a budget of, let's say, like $1,000. What's the first step you take?
Grabbing a laptop.
Grabbing a laptop. From there, then what? What's next?
From there, I'm downloading FL, because FL, you can download FL for free, but then you gotta pay for the program and all that. Or some people got other ways to, you know, do how they do it, but that's the first thing I'm doing. You know what I mean? And like you talking about, like if I didn't have like help, like
yeah, like if you didn't have, you know, all of the resources, you know, at your disposal right now, you like, man, I know this is what I want to do. This is something that interests me.
Right.
I'm working with $1,000 budget right now, and I want to get my feet wet with it, get started.
I'm grabbing a laptop. I'm grabbing a little set of speakers. You know what I mean? And I'm getting to it. You know what I mean? I'm getting to it. And then you got so many outlets now: YouTube, TikTok. You know what I mean? Instagram. Shit, Twitter, X, whatever they want to call it, all that. You can go on all them joints and you're going to see the blueprint of so many different things. Then you got all these producers making a bunch of, like, they on Twitch, they on everything you can think of. So you got the boy Black Boy Max, he on Twitch, he's showing you how to do certain things. So it's like, you know what I mean, I'll go about it that way, because you can definitely maximize that $1,000, and that $1,000 that shit gonna pay off.
Yeah, it's crazy. Playboy Max definitely doing his thing, and that's one of the individuals who, you know, breaking down the processing is somebody that you can learn from. Like all of these platforms that we got, especially YouTube, they call it YouTube University now, and you know, with that, it's like YouTube, you can go right on YouTube and you know, learn what it is that you want to learn. What's good, man?
John.
I'm good. Yeah, you can learn like what you want to learn on YouTube, and it don't necessarily take much. You can go on YouTube, search up. You can go on YouTube, search up what you want to learn, and it's like it'll give you a whole blueprint of it. Like, and it don't take much, and it may not give you, you know, everything that you need, but it may give you, you know, just something that you can get started with and you can build off of, and you can go from there. So I want to do a segment or something with you. It's called Leaders Toolkit.
Right.
I want you to give the leaders 3 things that you feel like they'll need in their toolkit in order to be successful.
Put me on guard with that one. 3 things that you need in your toolkit. I say a goal, number 1. You mean, have a goal. You mean, without a goal, you just out here. You know, you kind of in your own way without a goal. You know, Number 2, sheesh. Man, you caught me off guard with this one.
Yeah, son, to think about.
Damn. You gotta have patience too, man. Like, you gotta have patience. Without patience, you kinda like I just said about the last one, you in your own way, cause it ain't gonna happen overnight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shit don't happen overnight. You know what I mean? A lot of people, it's funny because I was just talking to my cousin about this, man. A lot of people be thinking that things gonna happen overnight, and it's not, bro. It's really not. Like, you ain't gonna make $1 million off of beats in one night, bro. You ain't gonna make you can make a hit beat in one night, and it might not pop off for the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? It might not ever pop off. Somebody might not never get that joint. You see what I'm saying? It might be a beat that you don't think might take off that might take off. So you gotta have patience, man. And number 3, I said goal, patience, and commitment. Well, commitment is like it's a goal, but chasing your goal. But it's kind of a difference a little bit, because you can have a goal, but if you're not committed to that goal, I mean,
it's something that's in the air.
Yeah, bro. It's just like you got a goal, but you're not really striving to get to that goal. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
Your goal over there, you still over here. What you doing?
You just sitting here looking at it. Y'all just in your room looking at it.
Every day you just like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but what you want to do to get to that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy that you talked about, patience and just individuals. They gotta have the understanding that things don't happen overnight. Earlier today, I was having a conversation with my cousin, and we was talking about some things. And this is one of the things that we talked about, and I mentioned, I believe his name, Michael Beasley, ball player. He was talking to a young individual, and he was just telling the young individual, the young individual was just like, it's talking about things happening overnight. He told the young individual, like, we're all overnight successes, in a way, we just don't know which night that, it will happen. Right. So every day we wake up, we gotta put the work in. And then I sat down, I thought about it at the end. I'm like, it's crazy, because thinking about it, overnight success is a thing. It just may not come that next, that night that you thinking is going to come. You might go to sleep one night, wake up the next morning, and your whole life changed. But it may come 100 nights after what you thought it would come. But every day you gotta wake up and you gotta be committed to putting the work in and putting the grind in, because for everybody that's in these positions who we look up to, they done put in so much time behind the scenes. And they still putting the work behind the scenes when they not on camera, they not in front of people, they still, putting the work in day in and day out. And even before they got to where we are able to see them and is broadcasted everywhere, they was behind the scenes working hard as hell. Like, Kai Cenat is a big one. I recently watched a clip of Kai Cenat. He was just talking about, when he was in college, he wasn't him and Phantom as well. Him, Phantom, Agent, all of them. They was in school. They wasn't going to no parties. Right. They was missing out on everything, and their whole focus was streaming. Right. I gotta upload this video. Yeah. I gotta make sure I get back to my dorm to make sure this video is taken care of. Meanwhile, they uploading the videos, and they not getting the millions of views that they getting now. They might get 1-2 views, sometimes none. But just them, being committed to, I know this is where I want to be. So regardless of who looking at this damn video, I'm gonna make sure it get uploaded at this time on this day. And now look, a couple years later, Kai Cenat is gonna go down in history as one of the biggest streamers ever. He done broke his goal. He done broke his goal. I believe it's 2 or 3 times with the most Twitch subscribers. Right. And he just reached a million subs with his most recent and his last subathon, which is crazy. 1 million subscribers on Twitch. Then had LeBron come in and cut his hair.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy. I ain't even gonna cap. I was tuned in. I was tuned into his joint and the boy Speed. I was tuned into both of his joints at the same time. I mean, because I wasn't mind really getting into the Twitch stuff, but. Yeah, man. That's
like they too young, and they're too young individuals at that. Yeah, I thought Speed was like at least 23. I'm hearing we the same age. We both 19. Yeah. 19 years old, going on tour around the world, I saw a clip of him as well. He was standing on top of a building. I forget what country he was in. It wasn't in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And he looking over, over the top of the building. The street is blocked off, filled with people just screaming his name.
Yeah, it's crazy.
19 years old, was committed to streaming no matter what he was going through, what his circumstances was, and he made it out to this.
Yeah.
Going on tour around the world.
Crazy.
Like around the world. Like got a tour bus with his whole everything just wrapped on there, going around the world and just doing what he loved to do. All off of in the beginning, not being, not worrying about his circumstances, what was going on, and like, things not going the way I wanted to. Just I'm gonna stay committed because I know where I want to be. And that's like it's something that was driving him. And then to that point, I want to ask you, what drives you to get up every day and put the work in?
My family. I mean, my kids. I mean, when you got people depending on you, I feel like you ain't got no choice but to go stay in grind mode. I mean, as a man, you gotta be in grind mode. Shit. I wouldn't even say as a man. I feel like as a female, anything, whatever, just gotta be in grind mode. You gotta want to get it yourself. You can't depend on other people. When you depend on other people, bro, it's gonna take a million years, and you never gonna get to where you gotta go if you depend on other people, because you can't depend on somebody to give you what they work hard for. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do that. A lot of people sit back and they like, oh well, I'm gonna sit back and wait for Nas to get this check. And it's not gonna happen that way.
Yeah, it's crazy because I mention Wallow a lot. And it's something that Wallow talk about as well. And he speaks on this topic. And it's just like a crazy thing, like to touch on that. Individuals may be around somebody and they be like, you know what? I know this person gonna do X, Y, and Z. They gonna get the hair. When they get the hair, I'm gonna have this.
Right.
But it's just like as an individual, not even a gender role on it. Just as an individual, why do you feel entitled to what another person worked hard for? I got up every day when I didn't feel like it, when it was a bunch of stuff that was just like standing in the way and I could have gave up. Right. And I got up every day and made sure that I, did something to take a step towards this thing. Right. Now I'm here. What gives you the right to feel entitled to what I work for?
Like right now, we in a session right now. I spent money on the session. I'm investing in myself right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm investing in myself. We in the middle of a 10-hour session right now. You know what I'm saying? A whole 10-hour session right now. Uh-huh. Like non-stop work, bro. Non-stop work. So it's like, if you invest in yourself and you know what you want, that's what you want. You see what I'm saying? What the next person doing, they don't want what I want, but they want a part of what I'm getting when my success coming. That's not how that shit goes. That's not how that shit go. I feel like in my position, I got kids. They can look at me and be like, when you get it, I got it. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like as far as anybody else, if I want to look out, I want to look out off the strength. You see what I'm saying? But you can't look at me and be like, oh well, when he make it, we all make it. Like, no, because at the end of the day, even if I bring you along with me, you can't feel all the way entitled to what I did to get where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. I don't mind putting people into position to get something else. You see what I'm saying? But you ain't in the studio with me doing 10 hours. You see what I'm saying? Like
putting up the bread to get the
10-hour
session.
See what I'm saying? You ain't put up the bread to be in this 10-hour session. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I'm investing into myself. So I mean, when I'm traveling and all that, I'm in LA, Atlanta, Miami, you see what I'm saying? I'm everywhere and I'm cooking up, making beats. That's my time that I'm actually putting in, like what they say, blood, sweat, and tears. That's my blood, sweat, and tears. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when I get to where I gotta go and where I want to be, I will never be content. We were just talking about this earlier too. I will never be content. I feel like when you get content, you only gonna go but so far. You see what I'm saying? You gonna get that one check and be like, oh, I'm good. No, I'm trying to go past that. Like Kai, like Kai and Speed and all of them, they gonna pass their goals. You see what I'm saying? They set new goals when they pass their goals. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you and I'm quite sure they probably dealing with the same thing. They got people that's leeching on them and they just want a part of their fame and all. Like, nah, man, y'all ain't putting in no work for that. Y'all wasn't with them when they was streaming.
Yeah.
You was at the parties that they wasn't going to.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
crazy because every individual who, you know, I sit and I listen to a podcast that they was on. I watch clips of, you know, them just talking about, you know, their upbringing and things that's different from when they wasn't where they are, and, you know, when they got there with change. A lot of them talk about, you know, just when you get to these places, it's a bunch of people like that come out of nowhere, and they be like, damn, where were you at when I was working towards this?
right.
Like you talked about, this is a 10-hour session you put up money for. This is one of many sessions that you done got.
Right.
Who knows how much, you know, money you had to, you know, put up to get to where you know, where you going, or, you know, how much time, how many sacrifices you had to make.
Right.
I get here and it's like, bro, you was nowhere to be found when I was
Facts.
working to get here.
Facts.
Now I get here and you feel entitled to what the hell I worked for.
Facts.
You know how you like
it's times when I'm doing this shit, bro. I done been away from my kids for weeks at a time. You see what I'm saying? I'm out LA working. I'm Miami working.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like Atlanta working. You know what I mean? So it's like if I'm getting success out of this and I'm getting a check out of this, that's why I feel like I owe my kids before I owe anybody else. And at the end of the day, they the ones that can look at me and be like, oh well, his success is my success.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that I don't like people that feel entitled and all that. Like, nah, you wasn't with me. Like Kobe said, what Ross say? He said, but you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
No
You know, you
cap.
wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You wasn't.
Dead serious. When I was putting all them practice shots up, you
Facts.
wasn't there. You wasn't
with
there
me.
passing me the rock, getting that rebound. I was doing it, and now it's time for me to, you know, step on this court and ball out, and that's what I'm doing. And you think that I'm entitled to, you know, pass you the rock?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I could look out, you know, I could put you in a position. It's no reason that you should feel entitled to all that I done put in work for. No reason at all.
Yeah, entitlement is a different. It's at a different level right now, man.
Yeah,
it's
it's
at a
crazy.
different level.
Crazy.
With the way that the economy is right now, everybody is looking for a handout. You see what I'm saying? Everybody looking for a handout. So it's like, I get it from their standpoint, but it's like at the same time, you can't be that way, man. You gotta go get it on your own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta stand for something. If you don't stand for something, then, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I had a guest come on and you know, talk about that as well with a handout. He was just saying, like, you know, when I'm trying to connect with individuals, I'm not looking for a handout. I'm just looking for a hand. I'm looking for some help.
Right.
And I'll show you I'm willing to put the work in. And when he said that, I'm like, it's nothing wrong with putting the work in to get somewhere. Everybody has to put in work to get to wherever they're at. For the people that we see every day living their life, they had to go through so many things and put in so much work to get here. And it's, you know, what's wrong with you doing the same? You're just as able to do the same, you know, put in the same work that they put in. Why do you feel like you can, like, you know, cut corners and cheat the road?
Right.
You know, just put the work in.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. You're gonna have to put the work in some way, shape, or form as a way to get to, you know, whatever you classify as success. You're not just gonna wake up and it's just gonna fall in your lap. You're gonna have to put some type of work in. To be a successful individual and reach a place of success, whatever you define it as, you gotta wake up every day and put some type of work in. Whether it's waking up every day, going to the gym, whether it's waking up 2 hours early, whether it's, you know, staying at work a couple hours late, getting off work and, you know, working on whatever it is that you know, your passion, somebody, you're gonna have to put the work in some way, shape, or form, because the stuff not just gonna fall in your lap. You're gonna wait around and you just gonna keep waiting. Like a bunch of people, they, you know, especially my old heads, they tell me, like, yo, nobody is gonna come save you. Nobody is gonna come save you. It's either you gonna put the work in and, you know, you gonna go and get it, or you just gonna be sitting there stuck.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. Because, I mean, if when I first started, let's just put it into perspective. When I first started making beats, right, I told you I'm at Mall Crib making beats or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If he's successful already,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't start making beats and then just say one day, you know what? Nah, I ain't doing this no more. And then once he get another check, I'm expecting something. No, that's not how it go, man. That's not how it go. Like when I'm not around him, I'm cooking up. You see what I'm saying? When I'm pulling up to the studio, I'm playing new beats. He wanna hop on a beat, then cool. Or if I'm wanna hop on something that he just started or that he was already in the mix of making or whatever. I got, Swish, Taj, Nas, all them. Like, if any of them on that type time, if they creating something and I want to get on the beat, or I'm creating something, they want to get on the beat, you got to put the work in, bro. You can't just think, oh, if Nas get a placement, if Risan get a placement, then that's a part of me. Like, no, that's not how it go. You know what I mean? Like, we all chasing a goal at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, we all got to put the work in.
Definitely.
And that's why we all in here. If you ain't in here and you ain't putting the work in, you can't expect to eat when we eat.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I definitely want to talk about, I walked in here, and all immediately is a team of individuals all, pitching in some way, shape, or form to work on something. I want you to talk about the importance of having a team, and not just having a team of like-minded individuals that are, working towards the same thing in some way, shape, or form.
It's important to have a team, man, because especially doing what I do, as far as production, because it's hard. It's hard, man. It's oversaturated. There's so many producers out here doing the same thing, and you hear the same sounds and all that. Like, especially in the city that we in, we hear the same sound over and over and over. And that's why I try to be different. I do the same sound, but I got a bunch of other sounds too. And I'm quite sure other people do too. So it's not a knock to them, but I'm just saying, like, you hear the same sound over and over. As far as having a team, it's important because when you in the studio, like right now, it's 10-hour sessions and all that, man, you might run into a roadblock. Somebody from your team come in, and when they come in, they might play another sound that you didn't hear all day. Now your mind go to a whole nother atmosphere, and now you in that mode. You see what I'm saying? So now you cooking up on that shit because now your mind went left when you was over here. You see what I'm saying? So, and when you have a team, it's so many different levels of networking and all that stuff too. Yeah. I might know somebody that somebody else on my team might not know, but they might know somebody that I don't know. So now I introduce them to the person that I know, and then they introduce the person that they know. Yeah. And now, we just all, you see what I'm saying? So having a team, is important.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I done witnessed the important, how beneficial a team of like-minded individuals can be. Firsthand, I done saw it, in many different cases. And when it come down to, just having people around you, y'all all willing, to pitch in, piggyback off of each other, and y'all all know, like, all right, we working towards the same thing. Yo, that's like a dream team.
Yeah, facts.
Like, it's like y'all unstoppable. Y'all can do anything.
Facts.
Y'all all come together and immediately y'all lock in. Y'all working. You feel like, oh no, you can tweak this. No, try this instead, or do this instead. Switch this up and do this, and then you be like, wait, I didn't even think about it like that. You like, no, we need to do this way.
That's how
and listen, that stuff is important to have, different perspectives of things, because you never know how somebody else can see something and how that perspective can better whatever it is that y'all making.
Facts.
It can take it and turn it up times 10.
And the best thing about the team people that I'm with, none of us be ego tripping. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm creating a beat and let's just say Nas or Swish or somebody walk up to me and they like, oh well, yo, I think you should do this and do that. Switch the 808s up this way. I'm taking that and I'm doing it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not taking it and being like, oh no, fuck that. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, sometimes you gotta be able to take advice. If you can't take advice, then what you there for? You see what I'm saying? You might not even be with a team. You might as well be by yourself because you think you know it all. You see what I'm saying? And the way how you did it might sound better to you, but they got a different way of hearing it. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes that way might be better. You see what I'm saying? It might end up being better. So you gotta just take heed of that. And I mean, none of us put it this way. Nobody in our team look at each other and be like, oh man, he doing this or he doing that. No, we don't hate on each other. We all congratulate each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all know we putting the work in. So when that time finally come and we winning, one of us winning, we look at it like we all winning. You see what I'm saying? But we don't feel entitled to what he's making. You see what I'm saying? But we know that that's a team win right there.
Yeah, that's
you know
a
what I'm
team
saying?
win. That's one
Overall,
for the
it's a team win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what producing? I know you grew up tuned into music.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any artist that you know you would want to work with or you want to work with?
Right now, yeah, it's a couple of them, man. Fab, my favorite artist, man. Fab, he just lyrically, he never level.
Yeah,
Fab. But I'm gonna stick with the city for a little bit. I want to work with Friday.
Yeah, shout out to Friday.
Friday fire. I want to work with Friday. Shit, Meek. Uzi. And I want to work with the ones that's popping, that's popping right now. You know what I mean? The ones that next level, that next generation, Lay Banks and all them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Lay
AJ,
Banks,
Miz, all
she's snapping. Yeah, AJ, Miz, all
it's
of
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Lay for holding it down for the city.
Yeah, Skrilla.
I recently just saw Lay. If I'm not mistaken, she's the first female artist to sign to Under Armour.
Yeah,
Under Armour deal. I saw that. I said, yo. That's crazy.
Bro, that's heavy, bro.
Like, that's heavy.
That's heavy.
They come from the city, and you done grew up wearing this brand.
Yeah.
And, you getting the phone call, email, whatever. Like, they want to, do business with you. And
Facts.
sign you to them.
Facts.
Like, that, you not in the sports enough, and you making music.
Bro, I don't think that the average individual really let that sink in, bro. Like that's heavy, bro.
That's
heavy.
that's
I was just talking about
major.
that. I was just talking about that shit earlier, bro. Like she signed to Under Armour, bro. That's next level, bro. That's next level, bro. That's
stuff
level.
You only hear about, like, football players, basketball players, some type of sport.
Bullshit.
I have never heard of an artist signing to like a sportswear brand or something like that.
Bro.
I've never heard of that.
You think she's an athlete?
Like
she running the game like an athlete.
Yeah,
bro.
like I've never heard of that. You
running
making
like
music
an athlete, and to top that, I mean, I don't. It's probably not topping it, but on that same level, she on fucking finals commercials and all that, bro. Like, snapping,
snap. That's crazy
snapping.
To go from
they got the ball right now, too rare.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
to go from just having fun and now you in these rooms with people you done looked up to, you done grew up listening to, you having face-to-face conversations. Like I seen a clip of Miz and Rick Ross together. I'm like
yeah.
You in the same, you having a one-on-one conversation with Rick Ross. Like
that bumba.
Yeah. Definitely, like, you having a one-on-one conversation with Rick Ross, and just like you said, like, the average individual don't allow that to sink in. Like, really take a step back and look, like, damn, like, we grew up listening to these people.
Yeah.
Like, these people have been in the game for years.
Forever.
Like, for years.
Yeah.
And now I'm in a room with this person. Not just in a room, but I'm having a one-on-one conversation with him. Like, it's crazy. That's crazy to come from, a city like where we come from. That's crazy to be able to climb the ladder and be in these spaces with these individuals.
Yeah.
Like, that take a lot of work.
And I'm happy. I'm happy for all of them, man.
Yeah.
This city do not stick together for real, man. This city do not stick together for real. If this city stick together, it's curtains, man. It's too much talent in the city. It's too much talent. And I'm willing to work with anybody in the city. To be honest, anybody. But don't try to come with no work ethic and all that. No, you gotta be able to, come and do 10-hour sessions and shit like that, man. Like I'm not with all the the half-ass shit, man.
Yeah,
Like, nah,
man,
we gonna work. Let's work.
Yeah,
Man, let's work.
It's crazy that you talked about, you know, the city not sticking together. I was saying that on another episode. Like, yo, I come across individuals that's from the city all the time that's doing a bunch of different things.
Right.
I'm like, damn, like, yo, we got a lot of talent in the city, and if, just like you said, yo, if we was to just stick together and really come together and stick beside each other and build each other up, yo, we'd be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like, we'd be unstoppable. Yeah. Instead, we focused on, and even if it's not we focused on, it seems like individuals are more focused on like pulling somebody down because they don't want to see this person being better than them.
Facts.
Like, down, yeah, I might want to see you win. I don't want to see you doing better than me.
Bro.
So before you can get up there, let me try to pull you down right quick so I can. No, bro, like right it's before, a crab in a barrel thing.
Bro, right before you walked in, we were just in there talking about that shit, man. Like, we were just saying the top dogs in the city. I feel like they doing what they can do. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like they can do more. But I also feel like they on a type of time where it's like they don't want nobody to be bigger than them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, in hindsight, it's not even about the person being bigger than you, because you are who you are already. You gonna have your fan base. You got the city on smash and all this and all that. That's cool. But you gotta help other people get to your level or right under your level, however you want to look at it. You see what I'm saying? Just help them get to a different level than what they at now. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people that's in position in this city don't do that, and that shit really crazy, man. That shit to me is nutty as hell.
Yeah,
to me.
We got way too much talent in the city, especially with like, you know, my generation. Like,
right.
Yo, we talented as hell.
Yeah.
Like, we talented as hell every day. Even not even just in Philly, across the world.
Facts.
Every day I wake up and I come across somebody else in my generation that's doing something crazy.
Right.
Like something out of this world. I just seen a young individual made like a safety device. I mean, he made like this magnetic thing as well that was in a movie. I can't remember exactly, you know, what it was, but just utilizing technology as a way to, you know, help people stay safe.
Right.
As being a young individual, you don't hear about type of stuff, like, you know, that type of stuff. Like, we talented as hell.
Yeah, that's some next level shit.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Now I want to get on. You know, we talked about artists that you would want to work with. Want to talk about some of the artists that you had a chance to work with.
Asian Doll. You mean, shit. On her song, Too Rare was on that joint. You mean, then you got 21 Lil Harold. Made a fire joint like sometime last year. Homicide Gang. They just came out with their album a couple months ago. I'm on there. We got some underground people. Sneak, Slayer. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. I mean, I got a couple more, but then it's like I got a lot of shit in the tuck too that I'm just waiting to drop. You know what I mean? I don't want to throw the artists out there because it ain't dropping. But, you know what I mean?
We gonna keep that in the tuck right now.
Just playing a waiting game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We gonna keep that for the episode. For the next episode.
For the next one, man.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that one. I want to talk about that Asian Doll one because that was the one that I do remember vividly coming across when you posted that. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Right. Talk about how you made that connection and how that like came about.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit came organically. So we was at the crib in LA, crib that we had out in LA and shit. We had the crib, and on a random night, bro, it was my birthday. It was like 2 years ago. My birthday, the day before my birthday. And we had 2 days before my birthday. We was in the crib, and I'm connected with Koki from LA that was in the crib or whatever, and Asian Doll just came through the crib, you know what I mean, on late night, and we in there cooking up, you know what I mean, and she came in there, she real down to earth, you know what I mean, we chopping it up and all that, and I just happened to ask her, because I feel like I always say that the worst thing you can be told is no, you see what I'm saying, so it's like, And I just happened to ask her. She was about to leave. She had just got in LA. You know what I mean? And the person that she was with had stopped past the crib, so she was with him. You see what I'm saying? So, it was on the type of time like she was about to leave, and I just happened to ask. I'm like, yo, you working on anything right now? And she like, I'm always working. I'm like, bet. You know what I mean? We end up exchanging contacts and all that shit. And I had a studio session the next night. Me and my homie Seven, shout out to Seven, man. We had a studio session the next night in Beverly Hills, and then we ended up asking her to slide through. She came through, and it was the night before my birthday that we was in the studio. We ended up bringing birthday in. I ended up bringing my birthday in the studio, and she was recording on one of my beats. She was recording on the beat that she dropped. And me and Maul. So, and she connected me through the Dreezy, cause we was in the studio. She had Dreezy come through. She down to earth too. You know what I mean? And then the boy Black Fortune, he was there too. He cool too. You know what I mean? So they all came through. You know what I mean? We just vibing out the whole night. You know what I mean? And Asian Doll talented as shit, man. She went that joint. She knocked the song out. Came back out. She made it. She made a little snippet on that joint on Instagram on my birthday, and that joint was doing crazy numbers. Then she hit us and was like she wanted to drop it. She ended up hitting Too Rare and all, and they got on there, and then the rest was history.
Yeah, listen, that's great. Congratulations on that. It's great. Like, I know a lot of people be like, they probably, especially like you get around individuals like that who you may look up to.
Right.
You know, social media may paint them to be one way, and you get around like, damn, this person like far from what social media paint them out to be. They real down to earth person. Facts. You know, and social media may portray them to be something that they really not. And it's just crazy, like, you know, these platforms and how powerful they can be, especially when it comes down to shaping perception of just about anything.
Right.
Like, especially now you got, you know, AI. Like, I wake up every day is a new AI video of somebody doing something crazy.
Right.
I just saw a clip somebody made using AI. Harriet Tubman in the market, and was asking the price about like a fruit or something, and the worker was like 67 cents, and she just started going wild, 67, you know, cause Skrilla song, like, and 67 a crazy thing, she just started going wild, yo, running around the store, 67. I'm like, yo, like, what the hell is going on? Like, this stuff, stuff like that, it could be powerful. When it comes down to shaping perception, and it can be like a helpful tool. You know, I talk about it all the time when it comes down to just, you know, it may be, you may have an idea of something, or you may want to make a tweak in, you know, whatever. It could be, you may be looking to make a tweak in the paper you write in, and you helping with sources. You may be looking and have a business model you have. Right. You listen, use AI. Hey, got a business model. Here's what I got set out. What areas can I improve in? Right. I got a campaign I would love to run for my business. Here's the idea. Here's the layout blueprint. What areas of improvement can I focus on? And I'm be honest, like, it's spot on.
Right.
Give you a full layout with the focus on, you know, what changes you can make, and then it gives you the steps to take, as a way to work towards bettering that thing.
Right.
Like, I utilize it a lot. Do you utilize any form of AI with any of your work?
Actually, I don't. Shit, if I'm being totally honest with you, I know about the AI shit. I know what's that like. I know about like the GPT.
That's like one of the main
ones.
ones.
I don't use none of it, but I will say I'm thinking about starting to use it. You know what I mean, for different things and all that. I seen a video of you talking to a young lady. I don't know her name, so I'm just saying. I don't want to, you know. So I seen y'all talking, and she was saying how she using it. You was also saying how you using it. And I'm like, damn, maybe I need to start using it, but I just never got around to it yet. But I'm definitely gonna start. Like
I'm gonna be honest. AI, we talk about this, especially in my courses that I got now, my business courses. We talk about, you know, in the future. Everybody is talking about how in the future AI is literally going to, you know, take somebody's job.
Right.
And we talk about it like, you know, it's going to replace some jobs in a way, people will still be needed in certain spaces. But with that, it's going to be a thing of like one person is going to be able to utilize AI to help them, and the other one is going to be like, damn, I don't know how to use this.
Facts.
So the other candidate is going to be best fit for that position because they know how to integrate AI into their work. Like we talk about CRMs a lot in one of my courses. You know what that is? It's like customer relations management. It's, you know, anything from you sign up for you know, something at Nike.
Right.
Nike sends you an email. Oh, it's your birthday. We give you 10% off, stuff like that.
Right.
Xfinity, you call Xfinity, you give them some digits to your account. Your whole information pop up, and it's like, hey, so and so, how are you doing today? Yeah, we see you've been a customer with us for X, Y, and Z years. Congratulations, all that type of stuff. That's a, you know, an example of CRM.
Right.
And we talk about, you know, how important CRMs are when it comes down to having an organization and how beneficial they can be. Yet there needs to be individuals in places to oversee those CRMs. So like even with other jobs, when it comes down to, you know, anything with numbers, analytics, anything can make a mistake. AI makes many mistakes, and people need to be in spaces to oversee these things. So like, yeah, AI will continue to develop and, you know, grow and expand, and it will replace some you know, positions. Yet people need to understand and, you know, get a feel for how to utilize AI, because it's going to be something that could be beneficial to just about anybody when it comes down to what they're working on. Like, it could really help you a lot. Especially if you getting on it now, you understanding the language of it, how to use it, what questions to ask it, you know, how can I integrate this into my work? You get on that now, a couple years when it really develop and it get crazy. You know, yeah, I'm already 30 steps ahead of you. You just learning how to use AI. Damn, I can get this. Oh, y'all need me to get you know, clear out this stack of papers on my desk? I got y'all. I'm gonna insert this on here, and I'm already done. And half of the time it then took you to look over the stack of papers. Like, I'm already done, taken care of. Yeah, like it's a powerful tool. That's something that I utilize a lot. I'm not sure exactly which young lady you were talking about, but I know a few of the young ladies I've sat down and spoken with. You know, all of them talk about how they utilize AI or some form of AI in their work, and I tell them, listen, yo, when it come down to a campaign, a business, an idea that I have, I want to put together. Listen, this is what I got set out. What areas can I improve on? How can I make this better? What should I focus on more? Or even give me some actionable steps that I can take. And it's just something to build off of, not something to look at and be like, oh, that's what I'm going to do. It's just something that it can give you something, and you can build off of that. All right, I'm going to take that, and I'm going to utilize that, and I'm going to give it my own spin. Or I'm going to change this up a little bit. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to change it a little bit, and I'm going to work with that. It's just something, it's like, I look at it as a business partner. I say it all the time. It's like a business partner to me. You know, sit down, talk to just about whatever when it come down to business, and give me whatever I'm looking for, you know, just build off of that. I want to ask, if you could give some advice to your younger self, what's some advice you would give?
My younger self, save my money, man. Save my money. My younger self, man, I blew a lot of money. Man. Like, a lot of money on dumb shit. Shit that I don't even have to show for. You see what I'm saying? Like, different cars. I don't got none of them. You see what I'm saying? Fucking, you know what I mean? Just all types of shit, bro. Like, I'm talking dumb shit. Like, bro, I was not to you know what I mean, hype myself up, but at a young age, I got my CDL straight out of high school. So I'm getting money hand over foot. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting money. I'm getting paid every week, left and right. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if I was to go back and tell my younger self, I'd say, save my money, man. Save your money. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. You can't take it with you when you're gone. That's true. But at the same time, save your money, because if you're fortunate enough to make it to, you mean, older ages and all that, that money gonna save you, man. That money, you save your money gonna save you. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And the people that's gonna be coming up after you,
Facts.
You know, kids, grandkids, all of that type of stuff. Crazy, because now in this generation, and it's talked about a lot on social media, it's like, especially when it come down to back to school, Every time it's time for back to school, it's always the topic of discussion.
Right.
Go on Instagram, TikTok, and you see these back to school outfits. Then you see the generations before us, and they be like, "Yo, we wasn't going to school in all a fresh designer fit from the mall. You got on Balenciaga, Chanel sneakers, Louis Vuitton. What the hell is going on?" And it's just like to think about it, because I talk about this with my homies all the time. Like, yo, all of that stuff, it really holds no value. And you think about it like, damn, what are you really getting it for?
At all.
Like, what are you really getting it for?
It's nowadays. I feel like everything is just for show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But not no knock on nobody, but it's the honest truth. A lot of people that designer down don't really have it like that. You know what I mean? They really don't. And it's not a knock to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me hating or nothing. You know what I mean? I'm speaking from somebody who I was on that. You see what I'm saying? I was on that when I was young. That's why I said you save your money, it help you. You mean your money will save you.
Yeah.
I was one of them boys that, I mean, I wasn't always designer down and shit like that, but when I did have designer on, most of the time when I had that shit on, I probably didn't even have $1,000 in my pocket. You see what I'm saying? I'm probably walking around with $200-300 in my pocket, but my fucking outfit $1,500.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like,
crazy.
I'm moving ass backwards. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So now it's like, now I feel like it's even worse. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people who wearing that shit, they, number one, they probably didn't pay for it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They probably had somebody else paid for it, or they whatever the case may be. Or if they did pay for it, I feel like they probably don't have a fucking dime in their pocket. You know what I mean? They got it on, but they ain't got shit in their pockets. They can't even buy themselves a meal. You see what I'm saying?
Yo.
They you mean you'll run into motherfuckers who designer down, but the first thing they say out their mouth is, when you go out to a club or something, I ain't got no money to put up for a bottle.
Yo,
I ain't got no money for the section. I ain't got no money for no food.
Or it's like,
you know
you can check our cash app, right? Bro, you got on a $5,000 outfit right now. Where's your money?
And I don't like, see, not to sound like old or nothing, but I don't even like going out to them type of joints no more, because a lot of times I realize you're surrounded by people who looking for you to do something for them. You know what I'm saying? Back to what we was talking about. You got leeches and people that feel entitled. They feel like, oh, if Nas come here, or Risan come here, whatever, we know we can ask him. He gonna like, nah, we not on that, man. We ain't on that.
No, definitely. It's crazy because when I talk about this stuff, my homies, like, and just a bunch of people, like, yeah, the stuff look nice, but it's like, I think about a lot of things in like a long-term thing. Facts. Not right now. Facts. If I was to take that same $1,100 instead of dropping it on a pair of Balenciagas, if I was to drop that into one of my investment accounts, in just a year, 6 months, how far can that $1,100 take me? In the next 5 years, how far can that take me?
So it's funny you said that, right? Because I was talking to my cousin. I was talking to Maul the other day, and I'm like, yo, I feel like the problem is we was in the studio. I'm like, man, we just having a regular conversation about shit. And I'm like, man, the problem is, like, let's just say for example, people come home from jail, right? They think, oh, well, I got to get to a bag, right? But sometimes they might not even have responsibilities. It's like, all right, so you chasing the bag, but you about to go right back to what you was doing. You about to sacrifice your freedom again. Or, God forbid, you about to sacrifice your life.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Whereas though, I'm not saying everybody got to follow in my footsteps, but you can go get a CDL. You can come home today, stay down for 6 months, enroll yourself into a CDL school, get a CDL. Bro, it's hella CDL jobs out here that's hiring felons, and they paying you $1,000 a week, bro. More than $1,000 a week. I'm just saying $1,000 at like the minimum. You see what I'm saying? They paying you over $1,000 a week. You see what I'm saying? You fresh home from jail, bro. So you look at it this way: you come home and you don't have no patience, so now you want to go hit the block because you got to get to $1. Mind you, I said a lot of these niggas, they don't be having responsibility. So what you in the rush for, bro? Stay down. If you got a family that can hold you down for a couple, you know what I mean? Stay down, bro. You got 6 months. You go get your CDL within them 6 months. After them 6 months, bro, you take off like a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now you ain't got to be looking over your shoulder for cops and all that.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be looking over your shoulder for ops and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's the problem with a lot of people. They don't have the patience. Like it just I gotta go get it now. No, bro, stay down.
That's the thing. Like to bring both of those topics together when we talk about patience and also the thing of designer, right?
Right.
Social media, especially with individuals from my generation, and I see it a lot of times on social media in comments of posts. At the age of 18, 18, 19, 20, why do you feel like you are behind? What are you behind? You go on social media, you see somebody that's younger than you, they may be, in something that you don't want. They're showcasing a life that you want to live, and you like, damn, like, what I'm doing wrong? I feel like I'm behind. You're not behind. Like, yo, we young as hell. And I was talking about this with another guest. We was talking about, this like microwave effect. It's like we all looking for some type of microwave effect in everything that we're doing instead of having patience and just putting the work in. Right. Like if you put the work in for the next 10 years and on your 11th year, you actually start to see some type of success with the things that you're doing. Bro, if I was to do that for 11 years, when I come on, I'll be what? 31, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, like around that age, like in my 30s. I'll be in my 30s. That's young as hell. Right. I talk to people that's 40, and they like, yo, like, bro, why is it that your generation feel like y'all behind? Like, what are y'all behind? What make y'all feel like y'all behind? Y'all so young, y'all 20, 19, y'all still in college, y'all talking about y'all behind. Y'all not behind, just put the work in. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you ain't even get to see life. Like, you didn't get to experience nothing really for you to feel like you behind.
And social media, like you said, though, social media, man, social media been around for years now, but it just fucked the game up even more now because everybody want to be they want to be the next person.
Yeah.
Nobody want to be their self. So it's like, it's hard. For them, it's hard because it's like, oh, well, I want to be like this person. I see this person flying around every week. Or I see this person at all the games. I see this person. Shit, you could break it down to something so simple. I see this person hitting parlays every week. Why the fuck it can't be me?
Dead serious.
Like, bro, you gotta stay in your lane. You gotta stay down and be yourself, bro. You gotta be patient. You know what I mean? Without that patience and without that goal that you got in your mind, you mean you just gonna keep looking at them being successful and what they got going on, and you never gonna reach that goal because you looking at them and you want to be them. You see what I'm saying? They put the leg work in. That's why they at where they at. You see what I'm saying? Like they took that 6 months to get their CDL. You see what I'm saying? They took those 2-3 years without going to parties to stream so that they can get where they want to be at. You see what I'm saying? They looked up on ChatGPT and all that. How to do this and how to do that, and took that shit and ran with it. You see what I'm saying? They did everything that you're not doing. You just looking at them. Yeah. While you looking at them, they on their next goal. No, you see what I'm saying? Like they on to their next goal. You see what I'm saying? You looking at a picture that they put up, but that picture might be from last week. These motherfuckers, they somewhere else right now.
Might be from 2 months ago.
Real rap.
Like to even touch on that is crazy because the conversation I was having earlier, we was just talking about feeling like you may be out of place or something like that, or like you need to be involved with something. And I'm like, yo, like for people that want to put in, or like maybe scared in some way, shape, or form, like I don't want to put the work in, or I need to figure out how to make this happen overnight. Right. If you was to take time out, put in 2-3 years of work, and then take it, after that 2-3 years, you look back, whatever you were trying to keep up with, that same crowd, that same group of people, they gonna be in the same spot. Right. They gonna be in the same spot, doing the same thing. You can go back to that same corner, see them same people, still living the same life, ain't move nowhere. They gonna be like a hamster running on a wheel. They not going nowhere. You're not missing out on nothing. You don't go to that party because you're like, man, everybody gonna be there. I got it. No, you not missing nothing.
That's facts. Because Because even to like what I was just saying, it could be the other way around too. Like, and what you saying, like you might be looking at them posting a picture and they might be flying around here and there, but they might not be. You looking at them, but they might not be the one that's doing this shit. You see what I'm saying? Somebody might be flying them around. You see what I'm saying? They might be on somebody else's dime, and you looking at them trying to be like them, but whole time you might be ahead of them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You might have a car. They might not have a car, but they flying around everywhere. Guess what? In my eyes, you ahead of them. You see what I'm saying? You ahead of them. You might have a car and a place. They might not even have a place. They might be with their parents, or they might be anything. You see what I'm saying? And y'all could be the same age. You see what I'm saying? But you might think because they're traveling, they doing this, they doing that they're ahead of you. You see what I'm saying? The whole time, in hindsight, they might be looking at you like, damn, I want to be like you for real. They might be looking at you like, damn, I want a car. I want my own crib. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just got to take what's on your plate. You see what I'm saying? And run with that shit, man. You got.
It's crazy to touch on that topic. I had a conversation with my African American history teacher in my senior year. Shout out to brother Kareem. Big shout out to brother Kareem. We had a conversation and we were just talking about, I was telling him, like, yo, it's crazy. Like, it's a bittersweet thing to like be like, damn, I'm really about to, get up out of here and go to college. Like, time done flew. It's crazy. Everybody told me time gonna fly when you get to high school. You better cherish every moment, because it feel like I just woke up one morning. I was in ninth, went to sleep, woke up again. Yeah, it's time to go on the prom. I'm like, damn, yo, it's crazy. But we was having a conversation, and we was talking. I'm like, yo, it's like just thinking about it. I did 12 years of a warm up, and now it's time to really run a marathon. And he was like, I want you to know something. He's like, I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, you did 12 years of a warm-up. I'm glad that you have understanding that it don't just stop here. This is just the beginning. But I also want you to keep in mind that the only person that's running next to you in those other lanes is other versions of you. The version of you from yesterday, the version of you from a year ago, the version of you from 5 years ago is not your next door neighbor. It's not the person you sit next to in class. It's not somebody you walk past when you on a college campus. It's not somebody you see on Instagram. You're not in competition with none of those people. Don't get caught up in, trying to focus on them and how they moving a little bit quicker, what they done did to be ahead of you a little bit. You're going to slow yourself down. All you need to worry about is like, yo, every day, how can I wake up and be better than myself yesterday? Be better than myself a year ago. You focus on that, you're going to be good. You only running a marathon against yourself, not nothing or nobody else. It's only you. You're the only one running this marathon. You're the only person that can get in your way and stop you from getting to that win. Can stop you from beating that lap time that you put in before. Can stop you from finishing the race. You the only person that can stop you from even starting a race.
Thanks.
You get caught up in, trying to focus on everybody else's marathon and how they got to here and how they doing this. You're not, running your own race because you're so focused on the next person and how they do it. You ain't even start taking steps to, run your marathon. You worried about, damn, what they doing over here? Damn, how they doing this? No, bro, just focus on yourself, stay in your lane, and every day you wake up, figure out how you can be better than, the version of yourself yesterday. That's it. That's all it takes. Now, before we wrap up, I want you to give the leaders a piece of advice. It could be a piece of advice, podcast, a book to read, something to keep them going through, all the hardships.
Faith. Faith, man. You gotta have faith. Whatever religion you believe in, whatever you pray to, not like that, but if you pray, just pray, man. Have faith. I feel like faith can take you a long way, man. Like, without faith, you might want to give up every once in a while. And if you got that faith, you're gonna keep striving. It's the sun that's gonna keep telling you keep going. You're gonna keep going. And don't think that, like we've been saying this whole episode, don't think that stuff gonna happen overnight, man. That's a part of faith. Having that patience, having that goal, having that commitment. I mean, yeah, that's basically it for real. I mean, just have that faith, man. Have that faith that you can get to where you gotta go. And stop looking at other people and wanting to be like them, man. Do your own thing. You, like you just said, you running your own race. You running your own race. If you looking at other people, if I'm looking at what he doing, if I'm looking at what my homie doing, and I'm saying y'all wanna, nah, man, you're not gonna get to where you wanna be at. I mean, run your own race. You know what I'm saying? Run your own race. I mean, have that faith. That's it.
Keep your faith. Focus on yourself. Don't let nothing distract y'all. You're not running the race against nobody else. This thing called life, the only competition that you got in it is your damn self. Not nobody else. Not even your closest homie. Not your brother. Not your cousin. Nobody. Only you. You're only going against the version of yourself yesterday, your past self. That's the only person that you need to focus on becoming better than and trying to beat. Is that version of yourself before. For all the artists out there that may want to work with you, tap in with you, let them know where to find you.
Instagram __RISAN. I mean, again, that's __RISAN. Son, holla at me, man.
I'm gonna make sure
we got the beats, man. We got the beats. We loaded.
Listen,
he
got some. I'm telling y'all, he got some heat. Y'all looking for a beat? Listen, it don't matter what you doing. Like you say, versatile. He can give you whatever y'all looking for. You looking for something? Tap in with him. I'm gonna make sure I put his credentials in the description. Y'all send him a DM. Tell him, listen, yo, I saw you on New World Leaders. I'm coming through. I would love to work with you. But like you said, listen, y'all send that message. Be willing to work. 10-hour session you just put in. 10-hour session. Be willing to put in the work. Don't come in with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You gonna send that message. Listen, both feet in. Be ready to go. Appreciate you, man. Giving game to the leaders.
You already know.
Listen, make sure y'all tap with my guy. Y'all know the motto. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one, man.